right, guys, welcome back to the ALGS channel. Hope you guys are all doing well and having a great day so far. We've got a banger for you today, as we got a big announcement yesterday regarding RamBeau's brand new team and an exclusive interview with RamBeau here today as well to comment on some of these things. And then also we got Scrim results. Last night was the first set of official Scrims since the return of ALGS year 4, getting ready to announce in literally just about a month or so. And we finally got some initial results when lobby A and lobby B collided last night on a brand new Scrim map, Olympus. It seems more likely to be coming into the game now for ALGS year 4. We're going to talk about that as well. A lot of things in today's video, and including some updated contest drama with Oxygen versus TSM, and how is this going to end in the future. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you guys want to stay up to date all things ALGS related. And without further ado, let's go ahead and dive right into this. First thing I wanted to make mention of was Intropic was actually posting earlier today their landing spots as well. Everybody seems to be wanting to go for Energy Depot. Now, of course, they're not going to be contesting TSM or anything because they're in a total different region, but it seems like Energy Depot is going to be the lava siphon of World's Edge, or of Olympus, I guess, if you will. Then we also got some updated spots from DNO, landing docks, and obviously everybody's just seeming to like adopt this new idea that we might as well go ahead and start calling out our landing spots, because it seems like Olympus is going to be very likely. Now, not only was it that, you had an official article come out today coming from your boy Jay over on the Apex Global Series website. So we did announce that there was an official tweet coming from Respawn developer. You could see here, headline: ALGS is more likely to see Olympus now, as Evan, which is the senior design director over at Respawn, was excited to see that these pro players are playing on Olympus, saying yes, comp on Olympus, let's make this happen. And it seems like obviously the positivity all around the board is very good. Seems like they really are excited to have Olympus and a brand new map. It seems like EA was already pushing for this because they asked the players to do so. Not only that, it seemed like you also had the players excited to see that there was something new. We talked to Design last week and he had the same sentiment as well. Now, there was a little bit of mixed emotions on this, because Monsoon on one hand was not happy to see Olympus. Madness on the other hand was not happy to see Olympus, because they literally just played it, saying it was the worst decision by far if they decide to go through with this. Now, Nicewig had a different opinion on this. I was watching some of the watch parties last night in these games, and I actually agree with what Nicewig had to say. Roll the clip.
Can't lie, Lobby B's Olympus games are pretty fucking fun to watch, man. Some weird end games just a little bit, but overall, everything looked really fun to watch. Now, playing might have been a different case for some of these pros. However, for me, as a viewer experience, that was fun as shit. That was fun as fuck, man.
Now, of course, shortly after all of this was over, we did get the Scrim results, and some of these lobby results were shocking. I was actually surprised to see, number one, the Dojo from lobby A dominating, clean sweeping the lobby. Now, Verholz was playing in the place of Enemy, because if you guys did not see, Enemy did unfortunately have an emergency heart surgery, and I really hope all things are well with this guy. He seems to be in good spirits, seems to be recovering well, and obviously you're glad to see that. But obviously it always sucks to see an emergency surgery. You never want to see that either. But the Dojo was playing with Verholz. TSM in general did not play in these scrims last night. Hal was playing with E8, and then of course Dojo with having Verholz on the team. But SB is another squad I wanted to talk about. This was Smoke Break. These guys were like super underrated going into this, and they really popped off big time. Vadery and Stompez as well. All of these guys are very well known, but they're not necessarily well known for being first place. Now, getting top 2 in a lobby like this was very commendable. So kudos to them, of course. Now, it's also worth noting that we knew going into this that the Scrim matches were basically going to give us a little bit of insight as to what some of these North American rosters and organizations were looking at doing. Now, one of these rosters was Complexity. We knew that Monsoon was going to be looking for 2 after the departure of Luda and Cody, but we did not know who he was going to be playing with. And as it stands right now, Capra and Funk are scrimming with Complexity, but it is still unknown as far as what the future for Complexity could be. Also, you saw Native Gaming 4th place right here, 61 points. That's the brand new roster for the brand new team we're going to discuss here in just a second. E8, like I said, in this other lobby, 1st place. Luminosity in 2nd. Oxygen in 3rd. Now, Oxygen was set to be contesting TSM at Energy Depot, but because obviously they did not come to play, that's why you didn't see the contest. Now, I did see from an actual Reddit post that Oxygen has no plan at all to show their sign of weakness, to surrender. They are not leaving Energy Depot whatsoever. You could actually see from Reed saying on Reddit that they are not leaving for anything, honestly, unless they nerf it because of the loot. So shout out to Oxygen for playing it not safe and deciding to just be balls deep, I guess. I mean, honestly, they're just going insane. Now, this was a team like we talked about yesterday that was like a 50-50 with TSM at Lava Siphon. So they're a really cracked squad, and I'm interested to see how that contest goes down. But also, we needed to mention big North American roster move coming out of Native. This was starting off with RamBeau saying, stoked to announce that I've joined Native Gaming. They did sign him, and now you have a brand new roster with Mamba, RamBeau, and Clane. Clane also had posted to a lot of people crap talking that I don't know who you're getting that info from or what the cause is for the thought, but every teammate that I've had besides maybe one, I guarantee would say great things about me. Obviously, a lot of people seem to be hating on Clane or Native in general with roster changes to happen and seeing if they can actually prove themselves to be the roster that they claim to be. Now, we did get an exclusive interview with RamBeau despite this matter, or regarding this matter, and we did get some good clarification and answers about who this Native roster really is. So obviously, congratulations on Native announcement. We watched you play today, and was cool as we watched you announce and play today. And now that you finally announced, how does it feel to be back in the main scene, front center stage of Apex?
Yeah, man, it feels absolutely incredible. You know, it's like riding a bike almost. You never lose it really, but yeah, man, you know, like I took the summer off, which was much needed for my mental, and you know, but during the summer, you know, I still kind of had like a little itch to play when I was watching the LANs. Of course, just like most everybody does, you know, when they watch a LAN. But yeah, man, it's nice to be finally back and to have like that purpose again, you know, I guess you could say, and like have something to look forward to every day. You know, I love competing. I'm a huge competitor, so I'm just stoked to finally be back.
The main render we have of you is literally your hair everywhere and you screaming. Like you're one of the most you're one of the most passionate people in the scene. So not only did you announce today, but you also like I said earlier, lucky timing. We got to see you play today in your first set of scrims, being back on the official scrims, being back on this. A 4th place placing. How are you guys feeling going into this now that you've got some experience under your belt together as a team? And how do you guys feel like you played today?
Yeah, I feel like you know, really incredible about it, to be honest with you. I think the sky's the limit for us. I think we're only gonna get better. You know, today was kind of like a warm up, I guess you could say. You know, I'm just excited. I've you know, told myself I wouldn't join a team that I didn't think I could win on. So you know, I have a past with, you know, Clane or Charles, as I call him, and Mamba. You know, we all came over actually from Xbox together and used to play on Xbox together, like, you know, 4 years ago or however long ago it was. So I have a really good connection with them, I feel like, and I feel like we work together really well. We you know, talk and communicate really well, and yeah, man, I'm excited. You know, 4th place today. You know, obviously we're always gonna be gunning to win, but it felt good, man, to just kind of like get the wrinkles out, I guess you could say. So yeah, man, I'm stoked, man. Like I said, it's only gonna get better from here.
Yeah, you said earlier, you know, you felt like you would not join a team unless you felt like you could win with them. I was gonna ask about that because obviously a lot of spectators are just gonna say, oh, you know, Dark Zero's a good team or TSM's a good team or so, you know, Dojo's good, whatever. I don't think a lot of people are. I think a lot of people are going to doubt Native, of course. And just like you know, we talked to Design a couple weeks ago for good reason. It's a new team. It's a new developing team. Obviously, you guys got to go through and prove yourself. But now that you're here, that you're in it, you said you joined this team for a reason. What's the strong suit you think Native has going into this year 4?
Well, for one, I mean, we're triple controller. Yeah. for one, but I just think the continuity, like I think a lot of that goes into a good team is like being like good friends. I always said like I want a team with people that I could like generally have like a good time with outside of the game and such. And I think really like as we continue to play and continue to like, you know, grow together and our relationships get better. Yeah, man, I think that's what's gonna like kind of, you know, get us to where we want to be.
So obviously you guys, you played today. You had what was a very unique experience in your scrims. You guys got to play the first set of like official scrims on what could potentially be the brand new map, Olympus. Now, before I ask this question, there is a lot of feedback on this map already. Monsoon, Olympus is going to be a really stale version of Apex. Madness saying adding Olympus to competitive Apex would be by far the worst decision ever made. A lot of people are not for it. Some people are for it. I even got a clip of Nicewig here earlier in this video saying that like it may be bad for the pros, but even from my experience watching the last couple of games, it was one of the most refreshing things to watch from a viewer perspective. What are your thoughts on Olympus, not only as a player, but what do you think EA needs to do about it?
Yeah, so you know, it's a first set, so it's a little early to tell, I guess. But you know, the game, we are doing this for spectators. Like, we are playing the game. Like, don't get me wrong, we want to win, but ultimately we want to put on a show. You know, it's just like any other entertainment thing. You know, and you know, comp Apex is awesome, but you know, if I'm a spectator, you know, I got to experience from a spectator this summer. You know, watching the last 2 lands. You know, it's like everybody has seen World's Edge and Stormpoint, how they're played out. You know, they've seen every zone, they've seen, you know, how everybody rotates it, how everybody plays it, you know. So I think it's like much needed to have another map in the game in the rotation. I don't necessarily know if Olympus was the right choice, but I think it's honestly a breath of fresh air, you know, to me. I mean, how it'll play out and how it'll affect, you know, my team, you know, we'll see, but I think it's much needed.
Just as we wrap the video up, I want to let you guys know that was not all the questions that were asked in this exclusive interview. We got more questions, including some hard-hitting questions and things like Dark Zero conversations that we needed to discuss that will still be released pretty soon across videos, and then also our ApexGlobalSeries.com website, where we have some exclusive articles with these exclusive interviews that will be released soon. Want to give a big shout out to RamBeau for coming onto the channel and doing this interview as well, and helping out with the content in general. His channels are right here on screen with his Twitter and also his Twitch. You can also find them down in the description below. Make sure to like the video if you guys want to stay up to date all things Apex Legends esports related, and until the next time, folks, we will see you all later, Gators.